Hello Gemini, welcome to your June 2019 reading. Thank you for joining me. My name is Michelle and this is for Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Gemini, this month what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be giving away a copy of the Gothic Tarot illustrated by Joseph Vargo, brand new sealed box. So if you're interested in winning this deck, then what I'm going to do is, for the most liked video for June, I'm going to be picking a comment randomly out of the comments, and that person I'll get in touch with them and will receive a copy of the Gothic Tarot. So don't forget to like and comment below. Getting into your reading here, Gemini. Firstly, from the Isis Oracle, what came out for you was the card of the Serpent of Fire, the Priestess of the Serpent Sisterhood. I see this two ways. The first way I see it is one of someone who is very strong and powerful, but needing to recognize that with that strength and power comes a need to recognize how words or actions can come across to others, because there may be some unintentional kind of hurt as a result of words or actions done by a powerful person or someone more powerful than another. The second way I see this, Gemini, is more of a transformational energy, like a snake shedding its skin. That's hard to say. A snake shedding its skin. So transformation, letting go of outdated beliefs, outdated relationships, ways of being, ways of thinking of oneself, in order to grow, to transform, to come into greater power, strength. Now, the other energy that I got was the opposite, which is the Watchtower of the North, or Winter, very Game of Thrones. So the Watchtower of the North, that dark night of the soul energy, being left out of the cold. It has a kind of Five of Pentacles kind of feel to it. So feeling left out, left behind. So I get this energy around this of one person being more powerful than another. And needing to be careful because, it's interesting, isn't it? Because usually when one person is more powerful than another and the other person is slightly below them in terms of how they're feeling, their inner strength, isn't it interesting that sometimes that can turn around? And on the way down, the powerful person, the person that once was less powerful, is on their way up and they kind of meet each other in the middle. Well, I'm wondering if you're not meeting this person here on their way down, if you're the one on the way up, or vice versa. Interesting kind of energy. So let's see what this reading is all about here, Gemini. I'll be using the Universal Waite deck as your energy, and for the person that you're dealing with, I'll be using the Tarot de Nuit. So let's get started. I want to focus first on past energy and what you've brought to this situation in the past, Gemini. The Devil, oh, yeah. So there has been an unhealthy attraction, an addictive quality to this one. I pick it up mainly as temptation, lust. Let's see what the other person has brought to this in the past. The Emperor in reverse. Okay, so similar kind of energy that I'm feeling around these cards, Gemini. A lot of ego energy, something that was very ego-centered. It may have been a short-term relationship, a fling, perhaps a flirtation, or even an affair. But I do feel that it has something to do with power. One person having the power, the other person feeling somewhat, I have it also as power, but used in the wrong way. Not sure where that's going, but we'll come back to that in a moment. Let's take a look and see where you currently stand with this here, Gemini. Let's take a look. Oh, okay. We've got the Five of Cups and the Hermit in reverse. Pretty strong energy around this at the moment. I feel that there's been a lot of pain associated with this relationship. Gemini, I have it as you that's feeling the pain. Now, there's sadness, there's looking back at this devil, there's looking back at this shadow side, if you will, and there is regret over this. Regret of what once was lost. So I do feel that there's been a focus on this shadow side. And with the Hermit in reverse, I feel that, and I'm sorry I have to say this because this is what I'm getting from Spirit, a little bit of pity, self-pity. I think that this looking back at what once was has made you feel some self-pity. You know, in your quiet moments, I think you look back at this and you say, oh, you know, I wish I could have that again. But the Hermit in reverse is telling me that there's not a lot of wisdom associated with those thoughts. You may or may not be aware of that. Let's take a look and see what the current situation is for the other person here. What is the current situation for the other person? Chariot in reverse and the High Priestess. Okay. I picked that up as their energy is the High Priestess. Very much someone who you feel or you felt was unattainable. But I feel like this person is quite destructive or reckless. They seem to be lacking direction in their life. I get a little bit of feeling out of control. I think they're feeling out of control in their life. They may have once been quite powerful. Mainly because of, I get it as sensuality, mystery, mystique. A lot of mystique around this person. Someone that you're very attracted to, certainly. Maybe even some of you may have been slightly obsessed by. I have to throw that out there. A lot of power. They wielded power at some point, but now I think that how they're wielding their power is very reckless. Now let's have a look and see where you hope to be with this in the future here, Gemini. Where does Gemini hope to be with this in the future? The King of Swords, yeah. You want to make better choices, better decisions. Male or female makes no difference. You want to act from a place of integrity, not this devil, not the shadow side. I mean, when we look at this as you, part of you, this is your shadow side. This is the side that acts with logic, reason, good. You know, if we want to put it as good and bad, well, that's certainly the case here with the King of Swords and the Devil. But we all have those sides, you know, we all have the sides within us. We all have the shadow side, we all have the good side. But I think that you want to be more on the side of not giving in to this temptation of the shadow in the future. Now, where does the other person hope to stand with this in the future? Let's take a look. Got the Hanged Man in reverse. You know, I get the sense that this person would like it if you just kind of hung around for them. Waited. I get an energy of waiting. Okay, let's take a look and see how you're viewing this person here, Gemini. How are you viewing this person? Two of Swords. Needing to make a decision, a choice. Okay. All right. Okay. So it may be that this person has a choice between you and another, or another path. This Chariot in reverse tells me that they could be quite conflicted, torn between two options as well. Let's get one more card on that one. How are you viewing this person, Gemini? The Eight of Cups in reverse. You may see them as not walking away from something, not leaving behind something that you feel that they should leave behind. The Eight of Cups in reverse. So needing to make a decision between you and another, I think. Also needing to make a choice here, but the choice is a very difficult one for this person to make, and they're not making it. Let's see, how are they viewing you here? How are they viewing you here? How are they viewing you? Ten of Swords. Five of Swords in reverse. Oh. It is about an ending. And there are, I do feel, they are viewing you as someone who is having remorse and regret over an ending. Now, this ending could be with this person, or it could be with another. But when it comes to communication, it's not wanting to hurt someone. It's letting them down gently. Yeah, we'll look at that in part 2, but I feel that there's more to say about this. But right now, it seems to be a difficult choice between two people, two options. Let's see what your doubts and fears are here, Gemini. The Six of Wands. So Gemini, you're doubting that you can be successful, victorious with this. There's a sense around you of being seen as the victor, being seen as the person who has achieved good things after going through a period of struggle, of strife, if you will, a lot of conflict, coming out of conflict here and being victorious, but yet you doubt yourself. You doubt your ability to achieve that. Now, the other person's doubts and fears, let's take a look at them. Doubts and fears for the other person. Got the Seven of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Wands. So they are feeling heavily weighted down by what's real and what isn't. There's something that they want to bring to fruition. They want desperately to make happen, but they seem to be someone who finds it difficult to deal with reality, or they seem to want to live in illusions, fantasy, something that they are fantasizing about, but they're having trouble actually manifesting it in real terms. And it's becoming quite a burden to them. Let's see what your challenge is here, Gemini. What's the challenge for Gemini? King of Cups. I feel that that's your energy. And again, you know, I feel that there is an emotional side of this. You do feel emotion here towards this person, certainly. But I feel it's more about you being seen as someone who is successful. There is some ego involved with this whole situation. And the challenge is here for you to be seen as someone who is a good person, is what I'm getting from Spirit. Someone who shows kindness, support, compassion, rather than the shadow side here. It's the good part. It's logic, it's reason, it's doing things with integrity, it's people looking up to you and respecting your decisions. It's that kind of energy. Now, the other person's challenge, let's take a look at their challenge. 3 of Cups. They seem to be... They may find it difficult to live in reality. They may be someone here, I get it as someone who likes to go out a lot. They don't really like to be alone. They spend a lot of time out and about, socializing, but it's coming up as their challenge, so it seems like it's distraction, possibly a distraction from themselves. Okay, Gemini, let's take a look at the outcome and we'll see what we'll be discussing in part 2. If this is resonating, the link for part 2 will be below in the descriptions box. So look below for the extended version. But before we go to that, let's take a look at the outcome. I'll pull some cards and see what we'll be talking about in the extended. Okay. The Knight of Cups in the reverse. Is that you going back on your word? Is that you rejecting an offer? Let's see. The Lovers in reverse. Yeah. There has been a separation, a breakup, an ending. Oh. And we have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Yeah, I get it as it's something coming back around, a chance, a cycle, if you will. And let's get a... yeah, but can you trust it? That's the thing. I feel an energy around this card of it's coming back around again, someone that you broke up with in the past, but can you trust this offer? I don't know. I get an energy of dreams, you know. Is it this just dreaming? Let's take a look and see what the outcome is for the other person. Gemini. 6 of Cups again, the past. We have the Star in reverse. And one more. And the 10 of Pentacles. Kind of dreamy energy. Dreaming of... I get it as a lifestyle, as fulfillment, success, but mostly to do with material side of things rather than emotional fulfillment. So it seems like this person may be going back to someone from the past. Mainly though, I feel that it has to do with security and stability rather than love. So we'll see where this goes in part 2. It's intriguing. If it's resonating, please join me there. The link will be below, and that will take you directly to my Vimeo channel. But Gemini, before I go, it seems to me like somebody in the past had all the power here. Possibly broke up with someone and left them out in the cold. So there was this kind of positioning, the power position and the person that got rejected or left out in the cold. But Spirit is telling me that there's kind of a meeting as one is going down and the other is going up. So I do feel that we'll be talking about that in part 2. So if this is resonating, please join me there. If I don't see you in part 2, then I wish you all the best. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email gypsyinsights@gmail.com, and that email address is also in the box below. Don't forget about my Gothic Tarot giveaway. I'm awarding this deck to the person who I choose out of the comments from the best liked video. So please don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you're a newcomer. So bye for now, Gemini, and I will speak to you again soon.